Bunnings workers have received suspension notifications after removing their work aprons as part of low-key industrial action. The Australian-owned hardware chain has been in protracted negotiations with the union, representing roughly a quarter of its staff since July of last year. First Union says the main sticking point is Bunnings' insistence on being able to impose rosters without consultation or negotiation. Previously, rosters have been altered by, well, a form of mutual consent. Bunnings declined to be interviewed on the program tonight. But this afternoon I went to a Bunnings store in the Auckland suburb of Mount Roskill to talk to First Union organiser Dave Cooney and striking staff members. Bunnings worker Savio D'Souza told me what the problem is.
What we need is proper rostering hours. So now they want to change the hours without an agreement. Basically, they just consult with you. The word used is consult. So they sit with you, consult, and then we want to change it. You can get sometimes a 7-day notice or a 28-day notice, but it depends on the needs of the company. That's what they say. But no.
So you get no say whatsoever in what hours you work?
Just a consultant. So previously we had an agreement, and I've always changed. If somebody needed a change, occasionally, it's fine. You got to look at both ends. But this is just straight off sorry. The other thing also we're fighting for is the non-union members have got their pay rise without any, and it's been going on for months, and we have been victimized for not getting their increase.
So your colleagues who don't belong to the union have got a pay rise?
And we have got nothing.
Dave, so what is it that the staff object to most of all? Is it the fact that rosters can simply be imposed on them? Does that mean that people would have to work weekends who aren't currently working weekends, or do most Bunnings staff do weekend work already?
Most Bunnings staff already work at least a weekend day already, and in the current agreement it provides that hours can be changed by agreement and that you won't be unreasonable about that.
So that's already in the current agreement?
It's in the current agreement, and as Savio said, he and many of our other members are quite reasonable about that if the change is a fair one. But they don't want to be forced into it without having a say, i.e. mutual agreement. So that's why people feel very strongly about this. They feel the company has been quite clear about the fact that they will use that power to roster people, not just over holiday weekends, but all through the holiday weekend. So you wouldn't just have to work the odd day, you may have to do the whole weekend, which is unfair. They also haven't been able to give us one example in any of their stores since July where the current rostering provision has actually been a problem. They can't give us an example, they just say they want the power to be able to do it. So members feel really strongly about that, not just family people that have commitments family-wise, but also some of the older retired workers who have the commitments with family and grandkids and bridge or whatever the case may be. People want to have a say, they don't want to be bullied into being forced to change their hours. And we're concerned about Bunnings' actions today. This was a low-level dispute where people took off their aprons, and Bunnings' reaction has been well over the top, and we certainly see it as bullying. People have been threatened of suspension, threatened that they won't get paid, etc., etc. And we think that's totally inappropriate, when what we want is a genuine bargaining where they will actually not just come along and say take it or leave it, they will actually bargain properly and try and explain why they need this change when they've just reported record profits. So we don't see any need for it, nor do our members. But Savio's a good example of it, work for the company well. Nearly all our members work in summertime, they have a change of hours. They open later, all our members agree to that.
They need us for business needs to change the timing, we have done that, we have not said no. But it's just that they use the word consultation and taken out the word mutual agreement. So that is a problem. So it's just you're consulted, this is what it needs to be done, I guess, and it will be done.